Good evening and welcome back to me being crazy. It is 12:30 at night and this is kind of my time to do some work on the podcast. As you can see, I did my hair a different color. We're back to being shades of blue and purple, so I'm feeling a little mermaidy. I'm really enjoying it. I've been wanting to go back to blue for a while now. And now I'm back and I'm loving it. I'm loving being a blue girl again. I'm a blue nut. I'm sure I'm probably not the first person to use that phrase, but oh gosh, I'm so tired. I tie-dyed some shirts tonight, so that was fun. Let's see. I tie-dyed some shirts, put clean sheets on my bed, braided my hair, and now I am just like I said, just working on podcast stuff. A lot of my content on this channel for the foreseeable future is going to be kind of behind the scenes podcast stuff. So things that I'm working on, and kind of how I run the podcast kind of. Just because I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of other things at this point. Right now it's just kind of throwing all of my energy, all of my extra energy into this podcast. Ooh. Oh, goodness. So tonight, what I'm doing is creating a template, kind of, that's what I'm going to call it. A template of, like, hashtags I'm going to be using on, like, a lot of my posts. So anything that I post that is for the podcast is going to have just, because I think Instagram only allows like 30 tags per post. So I'm going to be creating those kind of posts. Like, I also have to make sure that I count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm at 10 so far. So I'm going to be creating different notes on my computer so that whenever I go to post to Instagram, it will, all I have to do, I don't have to type everything out all the time. I can go ahead and just kind of come in, copy and paste it into my post so it doesn't take so long to do stuff. Oh, wrong thing. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And then I'm also going to be doing kind of the same thing for the different brands that I'm working with. I've been applying for brand ambassadorships, and I've got quite a few going. Ooh, goodness gracious. So, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I did not spell that right. There we go. It's kind of been a whirlwind. We are at just over 3 weeks since the podcast launched, and we have 84 downloads. So that's kind of amazing. 4 episodes, 3 weeks, 84 downloads. So that's what, 21 downloads per episode? Did I actually do that math right? Holy cow, I did do that math right. Oh man. I'm not good at math, and then also being 12:30 at night. Wowzers. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this is kind of what I do. I take some time to do a little work in my room, kind of clean up my room at night. And then I do a little something for me, whether it's like take a nice warm bath or dye my hair or do some like really deep cleaning on my skin. And then I try to do about an hour of work on the podcast. So whether that's doing what I'm doing right now or recording a new podcast or uploading the podcast or creating Instagram posts or using the Twitter account, which I'm not really super active on Twitter. I need to be more active on Twitter. And then I am also working on uploading. I need to upload the last 2 episodes audio to YouTube. That's what I'm doing. So lots of work. I try to do about at least an hour of work at night on the podcast, just to kind of keep myself motivated, because if I don't do it, then I'm just not going to, and that's not good. So, you know, nope. Yeah, so that's just kind of what's going on. Sorry, I have a hard time focusing on so much at once. Oh my goodness, I'm so sleepy. And also I haven't been sleeping lately. I just can't sleep. It's been really rough. I have a lot of, what am I trying to say? My brain is not working. I have a lot of content that I'm going to be, sorry, I have you like on a pillow. I have a lot of content that I want to work on for the podcast. I need to start scheduling some like interviews and stuff, have some people on the podcast. But it's just kind of hard right now with COVID being what COVID is and people having to work and ooh. Hey. Sorry, my cat jumped up here. Probably next week I will have my best friend on the podcast. She'll be on the podcast quite often, which is good. So it won't just be me all the time. Yeah. So there will be other people on the podcast, I promise. I just have to, like, one of my mom friends, she only has like Tuesdays off right now. And I normally work Tuesdays. And then my husband normally works Tuesdays as well. Um, so it's kind of hard to schedule when we all have time off at the same time. So it's a little, you know, crazy. But I just thought I would come on real quick and just kind of, this is kind of what I do. This is what my life has become. I'm in the middle of packing my room of things that, like, I don't necessarily need to have out all the time, because we're going to probably be moving next year out of state, which I know that then poses a very serious problem to the podcast, because a lot of, like, influencers are here in Southern California, so it'll be difficult to either have to pack all of my equipment up and go to their place or rent a space. Sorry. Or pay for them to travel to me. Or if I can, possibly figure out a way to, like, record my part of the audio here, like do like a conference call type situation. I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna work, but that is something I can worry about in the future. It's not that big a deal. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. It's a lot of planning and thinking and all of this fun stuff. So I'm probably gonna work until about 1:30, which gives me about 40 more minutes of work. And then I'm going to go to sleep because I have to wake up and take the dogs out in the morning. My mom and I kind of alternate what days each person wakes up with the puppies. So this is just another day in the life of me. Oh, hi. So if you guys haven't checked out the podcast, it's on Apple Podcasts, it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify. It's been submitted to iHeartRadio. I'm trying to get it on Google Play and Google Podcasts, but that's kind of, I don't know what's going on there, and no one will contact me back, so it's kind of being a pain in the butt. But it's Moms Let's Be Real. We're on Twitter at Moms Let's Be Real. We're on Instagram at MLBR Podcast. It's on YouTube. Moms Let's Be Real. And it's also on Fireside, so you can find us there. Let's see, are we anywhere else? I think that's everything as of right now. So, yeah, go like all our pages and listen to the podcast. And if you guys have any suggestions, please don't hesitate to come on to DM me anywhere and be like, hey, I've got a great idea. And be like, oh my God, you're a genius. So, yeah, thanks for coming on today, and I'm gonna get back to work. Tired. Ugh. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.